Hey everybody.
Welcome back.
Different ways of introing. Hey guys.
Hi guys, welcome back.
Welcome back to the channel. Not also because it hasn't anything yet. We'd like to thank you guys for getting us to 100 subscribers.
Well, I feel like on this one you should go like this.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much for getting us 100 subscribers. It's crazy.
Yeah, and growing.
Yeah.
It's just great.
Yeah. I can't imagine 100 people in the room, actually.
I know, right?
I've probably seen 100 people in the room, but I can't think about it, imagine it right now. So it's weird to me.
Yeah, thank you for all the support because we want to do a lot more than just make videos. We want to make an impact on people's lives and bring free resources and educational materials to everyone, which is great. So the more people we reach, the better.
That's what we've been doing this for. No,
we're here to help people.
Yeah, this is actually pretty it's like a hobby at this point. I've been really enjoying this.
Yeah, it is fun. We love what we do.
Yeah. Maybe one day I'll do a video game stream if anyone's interested in those. But, past that point, we'll probably get into this video. So today, your hobbies, they matter.
Mm-hmm.
They matter more than your 9 to 5.
Yes. And they should, because at this point in time, you should really choose yourself over a lot of these jobs, because we talked about jobs not caring about you and then them firing their workforce right before the holidays. Mm-mm. So yeah, a lot of people have really bad work-life balance and people are just burned out.
Yeah. Which I would like to say, thank you for getting that video to almost 900 views.
Yeah.
I guess the rule still stands. I said in one video, I'll drink my mom's scam vodka that she got for that investment. So I'm going to try that out.
I hope it's not trash.
I hope it is trash. I hope it doesn't hurt.
Anyways, first video.
To 5 schedule in general is crazy. Being in the office 9 to 5,
Oh, there are some bullshit comments on that post. Let's talk about it. That creator is giving an honest reaction to her first 9 to 5 and how overwhelming it is to not have a life outside of work.
It is very.
And how when you get home at night, you're too tired to do anything but sleep. It's dark out by the time you're done with work. This is all absolutely valid. We are not meant to be consumed by work. Yet there are so many comments on her post saying things like, welcome to adulthood, grow up, this is the way things are. No, F that. Attitudes like that are exactly what keep the capitalism machine churning. So let's set a baseline for this conversation. A 5-day, 9 to 5 work week, which we all know adds up to be way more than 40 hours a week, is garbage. I spent 13 years in the corporate world, and leading up to the panorama, I was waking up at 4 a.m. so that I could get to the gym by 5, so that I could have a slice of life before getting into the office by 7. By the time I left corporate, it consumed all of my energy, my time, my thoughts, and my emotional bandwidth, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I have a client right now who's on the VP track at her company, and she doesn't even want it because she's in that same position where work is consuming her entire life. We are not meant to live that way, and it is not sustainable. Not to mention how absolutely toxic butts and seats culture is, or monitoring how often you're active on Teams or Slack. Forcing people to be parked in front of their computers instead of having a life has the inverse effect on productivity. It tanks creativity and morale. People don't want to be there, they're pissed off, and they're not going to give their full selves. On the flip side, when people are well taken care of and they have autonomy and flexibility in their schedules, they actually have the opportunity to bring their full selves to work and perform at their personal best. And what do you think happens to productivity then? It skyrockets. So does the health of a culture and the health of a company. Forced hours is ineffective. Yeah. This creator crying with overwhelm is not something to look at and say, grow up. That's something to look at and say, everything needs to change. And listen, I'm 36 years old. I am no stranger to being given the label entitled millennial in a professional setting. And I don't care. I will fall on this sword every single time. Because millennials, Gen Z, and future generations are not going to settle for this. And the reality is, since I left corporate, I'm parked in front of my computer less than I ever was in the corporate world. And wouldn't you know it, I'm far more successful and make a lot more money than I ever did before. And that's because I finally rejected butts and seats culture and designed a career for myself where I actually have a life. And when I cut out all that BS, it gave me the space I need to explore my big ideas and creativity, exist in my zone of genius, and ultimately be much more effective and efficient in my work. 9-to-5s are the biggest scam.
That's actually very true.
It is like, oh my gosh.
I don't know how I possibly like that, but because not relate to her story because I didn't work at like a 9-to-5 office job. I worked.
I did.
Oh yes, you did. She was actually at the house at like 3 a.m. and then come back till like what?
It was actually 4 a.m.
4 a.m. Sorry.
I had to wake up at 4, be out by 4:30, and then I didn't come back until like 5, which sucks because of traffic, and it sucked. I worked in the city, so the traffic on the highway is horrible.
You didn't work in the city. You worked past the city.
Well, I guess.
You worked past the city in on a military base.
Yeah.
You were in military.
I hate the military base. Like, I do not like working there. It's so drab and boring. It wasn't for me.
She still hates military lingo for letters in the alphabet. She hates it. She like stop. Don't say alpha. Don't say beta. Don't say omega. Whatever.
Please don't spam it in the comments.
Don't say bravo. Don't say none of those things. But it was horrible, and it was horrible for me too. But in a way less sense because I'm not gonna let her walk out in the dark by herself. There's that early that morning, and at one point, man who was drunk walked past me. I would never freaked out more in my entire life. I did not see that man. He came out of nowhere. He came out of thin air. It was scary as heck.
No, for real, but I think that my productivity would have been better and I would have loved my job better if I did not have to work 10-hour days, 50-hour weeks, and that, like, probably not even 5 days a week, maybe if it could have been maybe 30 hours a week salaried and maybe 3 to 4 days a week would have been great.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because when I worked at Kroger, because once again I didn't have a regular 9. I had a retail job. They schedule whenever they want to schedule. I basically was working full time there, even though it was part time. I was working 4 hours a week.
They do that for the insurance. They don't have to pay you.
I'm going to jump from one of those cars. They were one of our guys already got hit. Actually, legit. Like the second year work there, one of our guys got hit. Never saw the man ever again. He actually had got off because of COVID. Came back, got hit by a car, left again.
What the heck?
Legit. Within the week that he came back.
That's unfortunate.
It's kind of funny. He's fine. He broke his leg, but he's fine. It's kind of funny if you think about it. Not really.
Not good.
It's not good. But whenever I would get shift for 8 hours, I wanted to blow up the building.
The 8-hour days suck. Like, can we be like 4 or 5? It's like pretty good. Maybe even 6, but 8 is just like the entire day.
It really depends on the job. I think office jobs should be 6 hours. Retail jobs really could be 4 overall. Because when I was working 4-hour shifts, I put in work so hard. I'm not gonna be here for long. Might as well just do nothing but work. But when it came to 8 hours, I'm like, I'm gonna be here for all day. I'm gonna take my time because I don't feel like walking in and out and doing all this mess. So yeah.
And they already need to hire more people at a lot of these places. So to like offset whatever the hours should have been, like the 8 hours, they could distribute the work to multiple people. A lot of people are looking for jobs, so it'll work out. Some people want overtime.
Yeah.
And remote work is like really cool too, because a lot of people have better productivity when they are in their homes and they can have the freedom to like multitask and do other things.
For real. And they want to get rid of that because for some reason they want control over your life. Once again, bro, you know what the term going postal came from? I'm surprised a lot more people haven't done that. If you know the fact of it, you know, as I said, going postal, look it up. Right here. Because it's actually it causes insanity.
It does. It's like no way to live. You only get to see your family in the evening and maybe like really early in the morning, which sucks. You get no time. Actually,
going back to the point where I said going postal, that is legit. Going postal is something. It's the tragedy that we see nowadays all the time in America right now, but especially in workplaces. This has existed since like the 90s, 2000s, and it's only happened. And going postal happened because people were being overworked and kept at a job forever. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying this. There's reasons and stuff. So if you know what that means, you know, if you need to look it up, look it up. But I'm not gonna say it on YouTube because I don't think I can.
Next, we'll have to cover the Japan crisis.
Oh, the black jobs.
The black jobs.
That's what they call them. That's what they call them in Japan.
Oh.
The black jobs. It's worse than 9 to 5. It's way worse.
It is not good. Like, this is why corporate is not really for me. Not even just because of like the bad work-life balance. It's just because I'm never given the room or the opportunity to grow and then actually like increase and improve my skills where I have them. And like you just do what they want you to do and they keep you limited, and I don't feel like I can really make a difference in corporate as much as I want to. So I think building a business is best for me, and it's probably best for a lot of people. And if you want to do a business, like, just get started.
Yeah. I don't have anything else to say. Sorry.
All right.
Go ahead.
Next video.
This has to be the biggest red flag I've ever seen on a job description, and I'm not going to name the company, but it's the sales representative position at Healthpreneur in Toronto. All right, let's dive in, shall we? I'm reading directly off the job description to make sure I don't quote any of this incorrectly for y'all. In a world where most businesses and the people within them are average at best, we refuse to join their ranks. Okay, this is starting to sound a little toxic, but like, let's keep reading. Maybe they just worded it kind of weird. But if you're looking for a cushy job with tons of time off, healthcare benefits, ping pong tables, and the ability to switch off when you leave the office, this isn't for you. Okay, since when is time off, healthcare, and the ability to switch off when you leave the office a frivolous benefit in the same category as ping pong tables? This just sounds like a red flag all over. And then they end with, if you get overwhelmed easily and your life is a mess, this isn't for you.
I gotta hold up. This is already pissing me off. This is already pissing me off, bro.
Is this legal? This can't be legal.
Because lots of jobs do that. Story time, even though we're gonna get through this video, but quick story time. One time I had a coworker whose daughter had passed through things, and they had legit just told me that they were going through things, and they said they wanted to end it all themselves and stuff, and her daughter did pass legit a week later, and it was horrible. She had gotten off on what's the leave for when someone dies in your
Bereavement.
family? Bereavement. She was on bereavement. She had to go to a whole nother state, like I think across the US. And you tell me why when she comes back finally after like 2-3 weeks, because he got enough time or something, she gonna tell me that my boss had called her asking when she was going to come back into work. And not,
can we have empathy?
Not even like a good, like, oh, are you okay? You're going to come back anytime soon? No, like, when are you going to come back? Like, hey, we want you back at work now, please. Come on. Like,
if that guy doesn't have kids, then it needs to stay that way, because like, can you imagine losing a child but then being asked like, when are you coming back to work? Like, at that point I would just quit, because that's ridiculous. It
is ridiculous. And honestly, like, dang, Kroger ain't life for everybody, bro.
It's not.
I know you spent all your time here.
And she has 3 jobs.
Yeah, because she was only there because during COVID, her job was her landscaping job stuff was not doing that well.
Yeah.
That's the only reason she was there. So she owned a business. She had to come because of a pandemic.
That's insane. That's like a lot to go through. It's
a lot to go through. Sorry for interrupting the video, but let's get back into this.
Well, dang, I guess this isn't for me because my life is a mess. If you strive to do the bare minimum or think that simply getting the task done is doing a great job, this isn't for you. Sometimes it's okay to do exactly what's asked, and that's it. Working at Healthpreneur requires you to be a winner, not a whiner. I am not making this up. Although we encourage setting boundaries and creating space to relax and recharge, when you love what you do, you don't need to escape from work. Doing what you love feels like a vacation. Again, this isn't a job. This is a passion. You should want to work 24/7.
No. Swipe. What the heck?
How many hours are in the... Oh, sorry. How many hours are in the week?
I don't know.
I think it's like in the thousands or something. Not thousands, like the 300s or something. I'm not sure. I'm not good at counting. I'm gonna be real. I'm not good at math. I know 3 days is like 100. Not 100. 72 hours.
Wait, what's 2 times 7?
2 times 7.
14. So 140.
140. 140. I'm not working. Anyway, I'm not working the entire week for you.
Yeah, no way.
Oh, the day off. Hey, the office isn't open on Saturday and Sunday. I'm not coming in to do anything, and you can't ask me to do that because that's stupid. Am I getting paid for it? No. Okay, then shut up.
Like I said in the last video of my corporate job firing me right before the holidays, I was asked that. Well, not even asked. I was. What?
Oh, sorry, I was this way.
Oh, I was told that if, like, after 5 p.m., if a request comes in, we are all expected to solve it. And we're not going to be paid extra. We're just expected to stay there, put in everything, all of our time, no matter how long it takes to solve this issue. Even though they have people that come in, like, in the evening. And it's like, why? I clock out at 5. But then there's overtime. We're non-exempt. Wait, no, we're exempt. Yes, exempt. Because I think that's what it means when you are, you don't have to. Wait, are we not exempt? I don't know what the heck we are, but it's just that thing where you are protected from like being overworked. So you have to log overtime if you're asked to stay after. And that's what we're supposed to do. But they're telling us we have to stay after 5.
You
Makes
have
no sense.
you have to stay after, but you also have to mark it as overtime pay. Even though we asked you to do this when you're still on clock.
Which is crazy. Overtime requires approval. I was never told that I'm able to have overtime. And they said that we're not supposed to log it if we're staying after 5. So what are we doing?
Oh, dang. Let me realize one time someone had gotten injured through weapon means out in the parking lot. And I had to talk to the cops, and I was stuck there for an extra hour. That probably didn't log that. They probably took that off. Dang it.
Oh, snap. What the heck?
I had saw someone get injured through a yeah. And I legit witnessed it myself. And I had to sit there for a whole hour talking to cops. And now I just realized they probably took that off my timesheet.
Which is insane. That can be traumatic. But they don't care. These jobs are not going to care about you.
They don't. They really don't.
They're not. Not ever.
Stuck being questioned by detectives. That was crazy. That's my first interaction with detectives. Is
Yep.
being a witness. It's crazy. Isn't that crazy?
Couldn't be me.
Do you know you made it when it's 12 p.m., everyone's in the office, and you're out and about? Those of us who are in the remote industry, it is the best. It is actually so good that once you go remote, you will never go back to the office. You'll do whatever it takes to not go back. But ironically, being in this space, you make more money, often 2 to 3 times than in office.
Yeah.
True.
She can admit to it. She was making how much money? How much like an hour are you making technically with both of them?
Well, with both, I don't even know. Maybe like 30 something because the corporate job paid me $25 an hour, but then it was salary, so it was like $52K a year. And then I have the other one, which is like a part-time little side job, and they pay like 18 an hour, but it was only like a few hours a day.
Not anymore.
But yeah, that's why I say if you have like a really good, easy going job that's like really timid and you work from home, you could do another job on the side. And if it's not gonna cause like you to take up too much time, it'll actually be really good.
Yeah. Because it's really crazy. Because actually, I don't want to talk about this. It's crazy how much time was spent at the other job compared to the work from home job you have now that you had before you got the other job. She'd be working from like 9 to 6, 9 to 5 sometimes, and now she just gets off at 12. Sometimes. So it's just really weird. It's just like a real like shock. Like, oh, you're done with work already?
But now I have time to actually be me and build something.
Yeah.
Like a business, which is what I've always wanted to do, and it's just the jobs got in the way. Pretty much my debt got in the way because I really had to get like high paying jobs to pay off debt. But now that it's gone, that's what I'm saying. I can do a lot more without having to really worry about money like that much.
Yeah. Truly, once again, as they do say, being outside at 12 makes you realize, like, oh wait, everyone's at work. That sucks.
Yeah. But then sometimes there's so many cars on the road, so.
Lunch break, I guess.
Yep.
So you're telling me that as a salaried worker, I can work overtime for no extra pay because that's included in my salary. That if I finish all of my work before 5, I should be looking for more work to do? Yeah, that makes zero sense to me. You have to honestly applaud whoever built this system because they were so fucking smart. How are we all okay with that? I've had so many jobs where I'm working well over the 40 hours a week and it's expected ever say, oh, I have a little extra bandwidth. They are throwing shit at me. Like, no. If it's on my job description, sure. I'll start getting funny with it. Or you can start to pay me overtime. You pick your poisons. I feel I'm getting taken advantage of. Not surprised, but I'm pissed.
And that's why I was glad I was an hourly employee.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that hourly is better than salary because, again, at my corporate job, they had me in every single department. But then I'm not getting paid extra. I'm not getting paid for like doing all this work. It's just like, it is what it is. You work here, so.
When I was getting paid, I was like, oh, hey, go do this, go do that. Oh, my hours are never changing. All right, might as well go do it.
Like, it's crazy. Not even a bonus, not a little raise. We don't get any of that. The company was struggling, so. But still, even with jobs where you are finished the work that you're expected to do, I feel like that would create a better work-life balance for the workers if the companies would just let them go home once the work is done, maybe. Unless there's like something else for them to do. But they take advantage.
I always do. Never put it above them. I always do it.
As always. They just trying to spread you thin. And they'll tell you they're not trying to do that, but they will. That's what it is.
Every single time.
Y'all, I think today is the day I'm about to quit this job. Because what they are asking for us to do,
plan it is that they want, so that we know that the correct
I don't get paid enough to do it.
enrolled in the correct plan. Most of you are probably,
This is somebody else's job that they putting on us, and they want us done with this project.
I just can't imagine that you're not going to get one that you just stare with your head covered.
They want us all,
You know that we're not
120 of us, to finish
you know things are going to happen.
800 customers.
Triage it, and if you aren't sure, ask.
Faulty accounts
You are going to
by tomorrow.
and
Tomorrow!
somebody else's
They want all 100 and some of us in this spreadsheet
to that consumer.
at the same damn time.
One spreadsheet!
Y'all, the way I'm about to quit this job, if they don't give me a better explanation, baby,
And assign some
I don't get paid enough to do this.
started.
I do not get paid enough to do this. I don't. And once again, like I told y'all, this job,
So that we can
baby, because what?
let me
And y'all putting a rush order on it? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm listening as I'm talking to y'all. Y'all, child cheese, I can't. I cannot. This does not make any sense. I know that people about to, oh, I'm waiting. They just asked if anybody has questions. Hands went up immediately.
okay.
Y'all, ooh, I'll let y'all know what I decide to do.
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck? I'm paused. I'm gonna be real. And that's why I really feel like I'm not trying to put myself in a bad position. I'm saying this. Things like this make me really question, like, am I allowed to cuss out a boss? Like, do I get one at least one a year, one chance to cuss out a boss?
That would be so great.
Because I'd be like, what the f? Like, how the f do you expect us to do this? 100 people, 800 orders, people
Account.
sorry, whatever you call it. That's 80 per person.
Oh no. This definitely sounds like something that my corporate job that fired me would have asked us to do. And what sucks more is that there was less of us. So it would be like maybe like 3 people doing all of that.
Right.
Because they had us doing stuff like this all the time before. And it's just like, what is going on in a spreadsheet? And then like you gotta do all this and that. It was so annoying.
Also, like, so I don't know what kind of work she does. I'm guessing faulty accounts, some type of finance work. That takes like almost like half your day for one person, doesn't it?
That would take like the entire day.
Oh my gosh!
But yeah, that's not cool.
What this isn't just some overwork. This is crunch. You ever heard of crunch before?
Crunch time?
Crunch time. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't want to like. Because when I grew up, I wanted to make games and stuff. I want to work in the gaming industry, and then I heard about crunch. When I got older, I'm like, I don't want to do this. This is what that is. This is what that is. This is crunch. This is horrible.
Cry. Because even when it was stuff that's less than this that my job would ask us to do, and there's not enough of us, it's not realistic. Like I wanted to quit. I wanted to cry right there.
It's sad. Also, because once again, you said they made you do things that aren't even your job. This is not even their job.
Exactly. And then they like don't stop pinging you at the same time, but then they ask you to do like 20 different things, and it's like, how am I supposed to do that when you're over here constantly pinging me and then asking me to do something else and then something else and something else? Like, what is going on?
I get they want multitaskers, but this is like, I need 5 arms for this mess.
No, has something like this happened before? It's just not this extreme, but it was faulty accounts that we had to go in and fix. It wasn't as much, but still, it's like, who messed this up? You want to use AI. Like, did AI cause this, or why can't you use AI to fix your mess?
And it's this legit a month ago. So this most likely was an AI F up. Because this is not even their department. But they're being called in for this. I'm like, this is why you don't go a mile above for anybody.
Yeah.
The whole quiet quitting thing was just called working your job that you were hired to work.
Exactly.
It's the real way to go. And if they have an issue with it, fire me then. Give me unemployment.
Yeah, see, this is why I just knew corporate is not where I was supposed to be at. It's not for me. I'm meant for greater than this. So, if this is not where you want to be, just go on to better things.
For real, this is horrible.
Fly.
They expect them. This is what they expect from you too. Every job. They expect them to do a week to half a month's worth of work within a night.
No way. Ain't no way. If you don't hire more people right now, because this is ridiculous.
At least let them get it done by next 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, like, I get it. If it's a faulty account, then like operations are kind of shut down, I guess. But you gotta figure out something better than this. And then in a spreadsheet, 100 people in a spreadsheet. I have been in a spreadsheet where people are editing, and then you're at the spot, and then the message just scrolls up, and you lose your spot, and you have to continue to keep scrolling, and it's like, I can't get anything done.
Bro, we worked on a spreadsheet for the budget tracker we made. I lost my spot, and it's just legit just one computer. We're just using one computer, and I'm moving the boxes. He types out a couple words every now and then. I'm moving the boxes. I lost my spot by just moving boxes. I could not imagine 100 people work on this at once.
No.
At least let everyone make their own spreadsheet.
Exactly.
Ridiculous.
Actually ridiculous.
Are you even able to work on one spreadsheet with 100 people? That's like a server issue. Wouldn't happen.
It seems like it's just going to break down and cause more issues.
Hey, they're the ones being paid the big bucks to do nothing at this point.
If it's that serious, the CEO, all the higher ups, they better be stepping in helping too, because why are you just passing all of this down to everybody else?
I bet you I'm going to say this. This is a number I'm going to throw out there. I bet you at least 99% of the CEOs and execs don't know how to use a spreadsheet.
Most likely.
They don't know how to touch that mess.
Nope.
I bet you they can't even open a new spreadsheet.
Couldn't be me.
They have a guy for that.
Yep, they got a guy for everything.
He's being paid $100,000 an hour to open up spreadsheets.
No way.
Sleep for 8 hours, work for 8 hours. That's only 14 hours out of 24. You still have 10 hours to cook amazing meals, work out, learn a language, and walk on the beach. Time is not the issue. First of all, the math is not mathing, literally.
Correct.
Okay, 8 plus 8 is 16, honey bunny.
He can't even count.
So technically, you have 8 hours. But in reality, you need to account for the hour it takes for you to drive to work and for work. No, you need to account for the maybe 2-3 hours that it takes for you to get ready for work, drive to work, and then come back home from work. People with families and kids and stuff, they got to look after them kids and do whatever with them and make sure they're fed and stuff. And so, I don't know. It's just all that is not, you can't get that in the day. And imagine if someone had their own business. Are you kidding me? Like, get out of here. So the audacity, time is the issue. Okay. We just don't have enough of it. All right. 8 hours is not enough to do really anything. Not much at all, especially when you want to just sometimes just chill on the couch and relax, chilling out, max and relax and all cool. That's what we want to do. We don't want to be get up and go all the freaking time. I mean, at least I don't. But hey, that's just me. Sleep for.
Also, here's what is crazy, because someone said in the comments, sometimes you're at work for 9 hours because you gotta account your breaks.
Oh yeah.
So also, a lot of people don't even get 8 hours sleep. I don't get 8 hours of sleep because I gotta do all this stuff around the house too.
Exactly.
So when I was working at the grocery store job I was working at, I always either do this or drop the name of the store completely. I don't know how I do it. I was at work for 8 hours and 21 minutes. Sometimes they put down my stuff. And then I came back, had to cook, clean, do extra mess, and then I would shower and go to bed. When to bed, I have at least around, I'll say 5 to 4 hours.
That sucks. I had like none.
Exact no hours.
It sucks, and then I have to wake up so early. And can we all just get like a paid break? We are dedicating our entire lives to this job that doesn't care about us. The least you could do is give us a paid break.
For real.
So I don't have to be there for like 9 hours. I can just work 9 to 5, have a break in between there rather than working 9 to 6 where I get a 1 hour break.
For real. And it's ridiculous. This man, see, that's why I don't listen to no one on Twitter. Elon Musk's ex is, the Twitter people, they're stupid. They're dumb. They act like they're smart. They act like how Redditors act. They act like they're smart, but they're mad stupid. Yeah, he can't even count to 16.
Hooey. And I feel sorry for parents because they get no time with their kids, or like with their spouses, or like even then they don't even have any quiet time to just chill. It's just like they probably at the most get like 2 hours.
No, because that's really true. Because I was gonna say this earlier in the first video. My mom would wake up around 4 to 5, do her workout, wake me up at 6, and then dip, go to her job at 7, work till 5, work out at 6. Because the only time she can do, that's one thing she likes a lot. It's her hobby, is working out. And the only time she had to do it was either super early in the morning, and I would wake up sometimes to her working out, or like super late in the day. And then my grandma will cook dinner, and she'll be home late and have to eat a cold dinner because she has no other time to do the things she wants to do.
That's so tiring too, to have to wake up that early just to do anything. And then how do you function throughout the day having to wake up so early and then having to go to bed so late?
For real. And she only ever got to bed at like 10. Man, she, like, honestly, I love my mom. She raised me enough. I wish I had more time with her.
Yeah.
I wish I did. And you know what? She gave me as much time as she could. You know, even on the weekends, she was always so pooped out, so tired, she would just sleep through like half the day.
See, I'm going to find a way to just be a stay-at-home mom, but then also working at the same time.
I've worked from home mom.
Yes. Stay-at-home working mom. I don't know. Something like that. But yeah, this is why it's just best to just build and start your business and just get in the right place so that you can be there for your kids and your family in the future.
Yeah. Also, I like to say this: if the person you're giving you advice or saying about how life is has the name the coach, don't listen to that. The man ain't coach nothing. He can't even coach a football team. he can coach Little League, bro.
No. Do not let him coach you or anyone you know.
No.
I just denied a request from one of my team members for 2 hours holiday so he can take his dog to the vet tomorrow. And this is why. He clearly doesn't understand me, doesn't understand how I work. So I immediately looked at it and I thought, what? I'm going to deny it, but I didn't want to just deny it on the system straight out. I wanted to speak to him first so he could have a little context as to why I was denying his request. And we just happened to have our first one-to-one later that afternoon. I just told him just quickly, before we get down to the nitty-gritty and the actual one-to-one side of things, I wanted to talk about the holiday that you requested in the system tomorrow to go take your dog to the vet. I'm going to reject that and deny that, because if you need to take your dog to the vet, just take your dog to the vet. Don't feel the need to book off 2 hours of paid leave to attend an appointment. Okay? Block out your calendar for that hour, for that 2 hours that you're out. Pop a message in the group chat, or if you're not comfortable doing that, just send me a message just saying you're tootling off to attend an appointment, and you'll be back when you're back. Why are we booking holiday for that? I didn't even know the system allowed you to do that. And even if it did, why would you need to do that? We work remotely. We can work flexibly. Just pop off and do your thing and come back. That's the whole point of working remotely. No? I just didn't.
They're really real for that.
For real. Sorry.
What was that?
I don't know.
Because truly, like, there's a lot of jobs out there that won't let you do that. Good thing in my job is pretty lax. All my managers are kind of lax sometimes.
Same.
So, like, oh, hey, you need to get the shot from the pharmacy. You know, just go. You know, if you don't take your break for it, because the pharmacy in the grocery store I worked at, we're doing COVID shots for free. So, I'm like, hey, I need a shot. Like, oh, hey, you need a shot? Just go over there and do it and take your time. No one cares.
Same. That's a good thing about my corporate job, because they gave us like 4 hours. Like after 4 hours, that's when you need to take time off.
Yeah.
But if it's like 4 hours or less, you can just go do whatever and block out the calendar.
Here we go. They were kind of sometimes for me, because once I had really bad stomach issues, stuck in the bathroom. I'm like, where you been at? It's only been 30 minutes.
Like, bruh.
I wish I could control it.
We are human, and sometimes we need to go to the bathroom.
Especially me, got me working out in the heat all day.
Wouldn't even let you get water. Like, what is this? Robot.
They both have water in the cooler. They had no water in the cooler. You can't go get water. There should be none in the cooler. Just none in the cooler.
Like, let me just get water so I can do my job better. Isn't that what you want? You want me up and active and not passed out on the ground.
No.
Robot. Eat boop.
That time I worked out in the hurricane, and like, oh, you worked out in the hurricane and you just got to it. There was a hurricane. I thought it was just raining really hard. Thank you for telling me. I worked through a hurricane, didn't know it.
That's insane.
But no, because I hear a lot of stories about people doing requests for things like taking my mom to the hospital. I'm like, oh, you can't do that.
That's insane.
Like, call ambulance. What?
Health comes first. Family comes first. And I think jobs need to get that in their heads.
They really do. I'm so glad Daisy really explained it more. I'm so like, wait, what are you saying? you what? Because no, that's because some people don't see how important animals are to other people. They're very important.
Exactly. And like the business, I'm sure, can incorporate some type of offset whatever to just pick up the slack when something goes wrong in someone's lives and they need to go.
Yeah, for real. Because actually, I think I have another story for this. Someone had to go visit their mom in the hospital. And they couldn't go to visit their mom in the hospital even though she was basically dying. Got no shift work. You got to do. You can't go.
That's just sad.
Very sad. Very effed up.
Really.
Why are people in my comments telling me that I'm not a committed real doctor because I want to work 3 days a week? I spent 4 years in undergrad, 4 years in medical school, 2 years in a master's program, and I'm going to spend 5 years doing residency, of which I'm halfway through, and then I'm going to do fellowship. And you're telling me I'm not a committed doctor? If that's not commitment, I don't know what is. After you get to a certain point, to be honest, like, you've done the studying all the time in undergrad, studying all the time in medical school, and then working all the time in residency. Nobody wants to be doing that at 45 and 50. Like, I want to be the doctor with a work-life balance. And you should want your doctor to have a work-life balance. And I've seen physicians who their entire life is their job. And I've also seen physicians whose work-life balance, and to be quite frank, both of them are excellent doctors. Yeah.
I'm gonna be real, bro. If you're a doctor, you're a doctor. You don't see these surgeons always at the darn old surgery surgery room.
Yeah,
They can be called in, and they have their own shifts.
exactly.
If they're needed, they're just called in.
And there are so many doctors and nurses out here that are qualified, so it's not like they have like a shortage. Well, I mean, like some places do, but that's what I'm saying. They can hire so many people because so many people are qualified out here and looking for jobs.
For real. The whole point of being a doctor is so you don't have to work all the time.
Yeah.
Because, bro, how many times have you walked into a hospital when you needed to and you seen a doctor just walking around? I've been to hospital twice within I'll say a month, and I only seen like one doctor that entire time. But nurses in there, that's because that's all you really need until something really crazy pops off.
Exactly. And being a doctor or a nurse is a really demanding job either way. And like, I would think that if you're having an operation done, you would want the person that is operating on you to be wide awake and well rested.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. And there's also like, that's really good for mental health. I want a doctor to have their mental health, checked out all the time. Because because it's the first time saying this, I have family members who are nurses in the medical field. Within the first week of working in the medical field, they've seen people's lives end. So I don't think a doctor would want to be there the entire time either. Yeah. It's stressful. It's very stressful.
I don't want to be there.
I don't want to be there either.
Yeah, nobody wants to be there.
So if anyone's crapping on a doctor for not wanting to be there 24/7, I wouldn't want to either.
Yeah.
The heck?
Not good.
No. Stressful.
A lot of them already work like 7 days a week too, and holidays, like plus like probably over 10 hours a day.
Yeah. Plus, I don't think we want to add that on to probably seeing someone's life end that day while you're working on
the
them.
trauma.
The trauma probably is crazy. So I think I would also want to be working only like 3 days.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Tiring as heck.
I got a job offer from a well-known hedge fund that was offering me the highest salary of my entire career, but I ended up turning down the job offer for various red flags that I just described on a previous post. The final red flag that kind of set the tone for me was the HR rep said that before we can move forward with the job offer, with actually executing an offer, we would like you to give us your 5 top professional or personal accomplishments packaged with your offer so that I can send it to the global head or CFO who's going to approve your offer. And I said, but you already have my resume. Why do I need to provide 5 additional accomplishments? She advised that this is their normal practice. She sent me a template of what others have done in the past. And then immediately I was going to say no. But before I reacted, I did reach out to my mentor. I told my mentor what was happening, and I was like, I've never experienced this. Why do they want to know my top 5 accomplishments when my resume, and I've just went through 5 rounds of interviews, it says exactly what I've been doing, and they've asked me all the questions. He was like, you know what? Let's do this a little bit differently. You're going to get an extremely large salary. Also, it seems like they are going to give you an offer. Let's just go through it. And if you want, just send me your 5 accomplishments. I'll proofread it and then you send it over. I was hesitant, but he is quite logical and I can be emotional at times. So I put my ego aside because I was just like, how dare you? Like, what? 5 accomplishments? Like, what are we even talking about? But I digress. I looked past it and I created the 5 accomplishments. Now, this hedge fund was offering a bonus of $100,000 or more. I've never experienced that, and I thought that was quite unusual. I called my mentor just to kind of get his insight, and he said, well, it is a hedge fund. They do happen to give really large bonuses, but what you should ask them is the bonus 100% a cash bonus, or is there a portion of it that is going to be stock options? Because if it's stock options, you want to know what percent is cash, what percent is stock options, because oftentimes the stock options is kind of delayed in the payout, where you need to work with them for maybe 2 to 3 years, maybe just 1 year, and then you get the stock option. So find that out. So he said, before you even write out these accomplishments, find out the bonus pool and how it's structured. I reached out to the HR rep and she said, actually, it's 100% cash bonus. And I said, that makes things a little bit differently. So maybe these 5 accomplishments isn't that bad. Of course, my mentor was like, Jody, the bonus pool seems to be quite significant, and even if you get there and you don't like the culture, you can dedicate 2 to 3 years there, maybe even less, get almost $200,000 in a bonus that you would never get in the, in your current role, and then you can bounce. And I was like, you know what? That's a good point. Instead of focusing on the now and why I'm pissed off, maybe I should focus on long term and what I can accomplish. Even though I'm pissed off, get what I want and then get the hell out. This video is kind of long-winded, so you guys just, kind of like discuss that amongst yourselves and let me know what you think in the comments. But that was literally the progression of why I turned it down, but also why I was like, maybe this is a good option.
What?
That's crazy.
So she still turned it down.
I don't even know. She lost me when she said $100,000 for real.
That's crazy, but the mentor is right. You can stack up 200K
within a year or something.
Yeah.
I'm in.
What?
I'm in. I can just BS it, bro.
Look, I know that a lot of these jobs aren't worth anything, but depending on what they're trying to have her do in the work-life balance, I get not wanting the money and sacrificing your life for that. But it's it depends.
And
yeah,
I always say this about hedge funds, because hedge funders, from what I've seen, because I don't know nothing really about them. I don't do that. I would never do that stuff. That's real stuffy to me. They're like the dude bro of the finance world. So of course they're gonna be asking for what are your causes, man? What do you do? What do you do this? Because they think they're cool.
Exactly.
And once again, they kind of are, because it's their fault we're like this right now in society in the first place. They fund almost everything, bro. So
that is wild though. Someone's mentioning that it's they're having you do work before even starting the job, and a lot of jobs are doing that right now too, because even on the application, some of them are asking you to go research on their website and answer back here, making you write essays, and then making you write charts, write up everything, code us an app.
I'm not doing that.
I don't even know. It's stuff like that. What are we doing? This is an application.
Make us a product before you're hired. I'm not doing that. You better pay me. Now.
I should not have to spend 8 hours on one application. I'm looking for a job. I should be able to get in 100 applications in 8 hours.
Have you ever made a video on a job application runarounds?
No.
We need to make a video on that, because oh my gosh, that pisses me off so much.
I hate it so much. And the interviews, if she's really been through 5 rounds of interviews, can we just stop all the multiple rounds of interviews? Give me one interview. Let me prove myself, and then hire me.
Yeah, for real. Because even with a entry level job I had to do at least 2 interviews, and it's stupid. This was back in 2019.
Yeah,
it's an entry level job, and somehow some dude who had a felony on him got the same job and got fired a week later because he had a felony the entire time. What you mean? So it was super easy for him to get in here, but I had to do the runaround for y'all.
All of that is so annoying, because how am I supposed to know my options if I have to continue to wait back for another call and then another one? And it's should I interview here and accept this offer? And then it's I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
I need to know my offers.
For real. Yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid. Also, once again, I'm not going to do the work for you until you pay me and I have the job. So maybe if I was in her shoes, I would do it, because $200,000 off the bat is crazy.
Depends, because some of these jobs really do be wilding, and I'm not sacrificing my life for any type of money, because it's just ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Also, they probably could put in her contract that she has to pay the money back. She don't quit if she quits a certain time.
Yeah.
So
no, thank you.
I need to know the rules and regulations about that, and then I'll take it, and then I'll dip, because $200,000 right there is crazy.
And then they definitely think that you're gonna be slaving away for them because they're paying you so much. So definitely look into every job rather than just what they pay.
For real. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Well,
I guess this is why I say you can comment.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. You can comment.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you.
Please.
Hopefully one day I can speak the English.
And share the video with everyone you know.
There's no one that we know, please.
And please get us to 1,000 subscribers. Again, thank you for getting us to 100 subscribers and counting.
Heck
It's
yeah,
really
bro.
great.
We add confetti right here, and maybe earlier when we said it. Heck yeah.
But yeah, thank you. We love you and appreciate you.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Yeah, jobs suck. You guys don't. Thank you guys so much for not being jobs.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, thank you. Love y'all. Thank you. I don't know what to say. I'm lost now. That's all I gotta say now.
Bye.
Bye.